After finally getting a decent round of developments on the car, we're here at the stunningly beautiful Imola to put it all to the test. Hey everyone, it's M4J here and welcome back to M4JVelocity Racing here on F1 Manager 2024. Last time out we did some car development, we got let down twice in terms of game bugs when trying to negotiate contracts with drivers, and that was about it really. Off camera, we came here to Imola, we did P1. I put Mansell and Delgado in the car. You'll see that Mansell actually, he had a slow time, it would have been faster, he DNF'd. Unfortunately, I decided to put the old parts in the car and his gearbox just was not good enough. So the gearbox is kaput and unfortunately his session ended at the side of the track. Delgado, however, actually did really well. She got up to pretty good setup satisfaction quite quickly and then just lapped several times. Was it 36 laps? Lapped several times on softs. And actually set a pretty decent time, only 2 seconds off the pace, which was Ollie Beerman up here. Or Beerman. I've got to remember to say it's Beerman. I went to school with someone whose surname was that, and they pronounced it Beerman, but this is Beerman. Ollie Beerman, who set a 1:16.4, we were only 2 seconds slower. A 1:18.5, yeah, not bad. Pretty good. Considering she's our weakest affiliate driver as well, to see performances like that is quite encouraging. Right, car parts. I hope I can change these now without getting penalised. It looks like I can. There's no warnings, at least. And that means we should get... Yeah, you're all good to go. We should get a good set of laps in here. So this is the first time you're getting your second engine. Whoops. I think I clicked the right thing there, actually. It just didn't look like I had. Close that. Yeah, I had. Right. We don't need to change the ERS here yet. But you'll see. Setup 88% for Mick. 95% for Zach. So I think Mansell was in... No, Delgado was in Zach's car. Mansell was in Schumacher's. So I don't think we had enough prep time there. Confidence. Yeah, not bad. I think we're ready to go. We will, of course, manage this session. Now, I'm actually going to try and do the cheese strap for confidence. So I'm going to send them out on a really slow lap. Really slow crap lap. And then we're going to put them on the slowest possible. And then we'll send them out again, not long after, on a slightly quicker lap and see how it goes. So you're going to stay everything like that. Out you go. Round you go, slow you go. They're probably going to get overtaken by the cars behind by the looks of it. Right, confidence-wise, I imagine that's done you the world of good because you've got some purple sectors there. Mick didn't actually catch up, which is a little bit worrying. You'd think he'd have done some purple sectors too, but yeah. Never mind. Right, so we are bottom. Considerably bottom by quite some distance, but now we're going to keep the same tyres on. Actually, we're just going to do it properly this time. Oh, you need fuel. Yeah, 1 flying lap. I guess you just have to cheese it like this. There we go. Now we're going to send them out proper. Kind of into a crowd, but not too bad. I think Mick had to slow down there to let someone past. Greens, that's not bad. And yeah, confidence, very good. Mick's not so much, but he hasn't finished his lap yet. Should we ride on board? Ooh, bumpy chicane we joined in just in time for. So right now Zach's on a 14.8. Yeah, 114.8. He's currently set in 14th. Mick is just about finishing his lap here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he slower? He's not. He's faster. He's done a 1:14.6. 0.2 quicker. That's not bad. Confidence? High. Zach's is very high. Okay. I'm feeling Like, this is not how it's meant to work, but it's how we've done it. So, yeah, it's one of those things. It's technically cheating doing it like this, but it's a single-player game, and I see lots of people talking on the F1 Manager group about, is it cheating if you do it like this? And technically, yes, it is. But if it's a single-player game, you make the rules. It's not like you're on an MMO or something and you're blatantly cheating and should be banned or whatever. It's just a strategy. We actually we wrote about this on Racing Games last year as a valid strategy. If this is how you want to go fast in the race, you do it like this. And, you know, I don't necessarily condone it, but it works. So I guess if it works, there's the saying, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. I think in this one is, if it's cheating but it's a single player game, then is it cheating? I don't know. I guess it's not really for me to say. Mick's just been absolutely screwed there by that Haas. Zach coming up now. Yeah, Zach's going faster. Mick isn't, which is slightly concerning. He's still got 2 more sectors, though, so if he goes green, then we could be looking at a positive. This corner here is an absolute nightmare to go around sometimes. Rising up the hill here towards the chicane. Yellow again, man. Come on, Mick. See what Zach does. He's coming up to it now. He went yellow as well, but he had to pass the Haas during that phase. I have a feeling this could be both drivers booted out of Q1. What do we do about the Mick problem? That's the question. What do we do about Schumacher? Because he's not performing. He did alright in China. He didn't really do... Well, actually, he did alright in Miami as well. We just... Excuse me. I had hit puberty halfway through that sentence. Well, they have both made it through. I'll give him that. He did alright in Miami as well, but we just didn't see it. Yeah, 14th and 16th. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Not bad. What do we do this time then? Because we've only got one set of softs. So I guess we'll do the same trick again, but this time we'll start on the... In fact, if we're going slow, we might as well use those ones. Right, that makes sense. In my head, at least. Start, go, go. We'll send Zach out straight away. Now we'll send Mick. And then once they leave, there we go. We'll just keep them on the slow. Here's my plan. So I'm going to send them out like this. Extremely slow, not doing anything. Then I'm going to send them out without doing manual control, but on the second set of used tyres. And then for the third run, I'm going to send them out on the new tyres. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Oh, by the way, with Delgado, I did goof a little bit. I was meant to have sent her out on new tyres at the end of the session, and I forgot to change her tyres. So her time might have been even faster than the one she set. So again, it's encouraging signs. There is some performance in this car. It's just finding it. Alright, here comes Mick. We need to see green sectors, please, Mr. Schumacher. Down the pit, not so straight, towards the first chicane. It's incredible to think that these chicanes didn't used to exist. And this was all just like one long, not straight piece of track, but you know what I mean? Like full throttle, basically, the entire way. That must have been terrifying. Green. Excellent. I mean, of course it was going to be green. He's 6.7 seconds down on Leclerc right now. If it's not green, then something's gone terribly wrong. Down the hill towards Aqua Minerale. Lovely. Pretty neat line there, although it looks a little bit like he turned on a dime there, which you're not supposed to be able to do. Towards the... Is it the Variante chicane? I can't remember what the corners are called in Imola. I think I've had this problem before. They've got all nice names. I just can't remember them. I can't remember these ones. I was about to call them the Lesmos corners, but they're at Monza. What's the final 2 corners called? The Denier, that's Suzuka. The Beignet is a sweet treat. There we go, green. 1.5 seconds. That's pretty good. On used tyres as well, don't forget.
Copy.
And he should have just enough time to change his boots and go out again. There we go. So now we're going to switch to the new softs. And you're going to go break the lap record. Right, right, lads? Can't speak. Zach first, and then in a second, Mick. Get him some clean track. If he comes out ahead of this Merc. I don't think he has. And I think that RB's just come out ahead of him as well. Yeah, that's less than ideal, but in theory these cars should be faster than us anyway. So we should still get an advantage. Should we go visor cam? Those with a weak stomach look away now because this track is twisty. Yeah, we should get a nice slipstream if that Aston gets out the way as well. Which he has. Good stuff. God, I didn't even see the corner there with the sun. Whew. So I watched a video recently about the visor cam and how it works. Because it looks like you're looking through the driver's eyes, but it is just slightly off to the right hand side. They can't see the camera while they're driving, so it's not in their way. What's really clever about it though is it's got self-stabilization. So what we're seeing, the bouncing up and down and things like that, is actually less than what the driver experiences. And I guess it's to help those who get queasy watching it live. So it makes you wonder just how bouncy and turbulent it actually is in a cockpit, because I thought we were getting a pretty realistic representation, but no, we're not. We're absolutely not. We're also absolutely not getting through to Q3 by the looks of things, because despite the fact we're on new tyres, we had to slow down there while that McLaren got out of the way, we're actually going slower. No improvement. P14 for Zach, P12 by the looks of it for Mick, but there are still laps to come in, so yeah, that could have been worse. 13 and 14. We're not the slowest. Let's put it that way. And if we finish where we start, that's still our best finish. So I'm not going to complain too much. How far off the pace were we? A 1:14.4. A 1:12.8. So 1.6-ish. Could have been better. Who's on pole? Max on pole, then Lando, Charles, Piastri, Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Fernando Alonso, and Stroll. I'd said all of their names differently there just to throw you off the scent. We've now got to try and come up with a race-winning strategy. Not now, Crofty. Partly cloudy, no rain forecast. That seems to be accurate. Yeah, herein lies the problem. I've used up all our softs. Oh no, we've got one set of softs left. So why don't we do the two-stopper? Start on mediums, switch to hards. I like that idea. But then towards the end, switch back to softs. Or switch to softs. And kind of charge it. That's not a bad idea, right? Might be able to do some catching if there's a safety car, which there normally is around Imola. There's potential there. We could do a Lando and try and catch him. I don't know who he is yet, but we'll try and catch somebody. Zach. I feel like Zach, we kind of do the inverse. Maybe we start on the... No, because I want to finish... I want both drivers to finish on the softs. And I was going to say maybe we start on the hards and switch to the mediums. But I think that's just suicide. That's never going to work. So I think we do something a little similar. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. So you're coming in on 49. 21 and 49. You're coming in on 21 and 48. Do I move you back a lap? I think that works better. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to underfuel the car or anything like that. I think we do this. So we're basically running the same strategy with slightly different stop times. And we'll see how it goes. Not now, Crofty. That's like my motto in this series. Not now, Crofty. Okay, and... Damn it, I was trying to get the screenshot before we started. Right, pause. You. Tactics. Aggressive. Always defend. We'll ride on board with you in a second. You. Aggressive. Always defend. They're still 13th and 14th, so that's good. Where's the camera? There's the camera. Should we do this angle? Let's do this angle. Go, go, go. Zach's already lost a place. Mick is trying. He's got Magnussen somewhere near him. Don't know where. Oh, there's Magnussen. I found him. Let's go deploy. And you'll go deploy as well. See if we can get that place back. Can you send it up the inside into the hairpin? That's what I normally do. Go left here. And you brake late. Well, he actually looked. He did have a little look. Main thing is to catch Kevin right now. Zach's got back past Bottas, which is nice. Do we want our two to fight each other, though? Technically we don't, but we can't really sacrifice Zach right now because that will let Bottas through again. Just need Mick to catch up. He's losing ground, which I don't like to see. But he's gaining confidence. Even though you have no confidence. What's going on there? Something went wrong into that chicane as well. He's lost a second. Right, Zach's got past Bottas again, and he's actually starting to drop him now as well, which is good. Mick needs to get his foot down. To be honest, at this rate, if Mick's going to carry on going slow and Zach's showing pace, I'm going to tell him to let him through. You are going to have to go neutral. Is it a thing that Magnussen's on softs? Nope, he's on the same tyre compound. The only driver who isn't on, or the only drivers who aren't on mediums, Perez is on hards, Ocon's on softs. So the hard, starting on the hards was an option then. The fact that Red Bull chose to do it, it's an interesting strategy for sure. The way the timings work in this game is weird as well. The way it fluctuates between like 1.2 and 0.8 because the way the cars pass each other coming out of hairpins. Not the most realistic representation of times. It seems to be on like a GPS system rather than a the LPS, local positioning. Okay. Magnussen is losing ground on Tsunoda as well. We're sort of maintaining our position behind him right now. Although saying that, he is now starting to get his foot down again. Do we deploy the ERS? I don't think we do. I think we just leave it for now. If it starts to get to like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, things like that, then we'll start worrying a little bit more. Oh, it's 3. It's coming up to 4. In fact, Zach and Mick are starting to swap places now as well, which is less than ideal. And Zach's now dropped down behind Bottas. I feel like Mick's slowing him down a little bit. That's on a trend. Let's deploy for a little bit. We could maybe burn some extra fuel. Speed up and see how it goes. Yeah, we're closing again. I think it is just a early stage of the race, different driver strategy kind of thing. Oh, Tsunoda's got mechanical issues and Sargent seems to have a warning against him. There you go, we've caught up now. If we stay where we are going into the final 2 corners, which it looks like we will, if not overtake before, then we've got DRS. And that should see it. Game, set and match. In fact, we're not even going to get there. I still can't speak. We're not going to get to that point because he's done it here, which means he's going to have DRS used against him. We've also run out of ERS, so that needs to be charged. Yeah, Magnus is right behind, and he's going to have... Oh no, we've got DRS still. We mustn't have done... Ah, the detection point is right here. I thought it was down here still. So we actually had the rear wing open to get the move complete, which is very nice to see. And it means we're maintaining our position to Sonoda as well, who, as I said, is running with mechanical issues. And if we get past Sonoda, suddenly we're only like 2 overtakes away from points. We're not scoring points in this race. I can tell you that now. Unless something goes absolutely categorically wrong with some of the other drivers ahead of us, we are not scoring points in this race. We have now got past Sonoda. Zach is falling the wrong way right now. Nick is kind of on one though. I think with Sonoda as a buffer, we'll do a lap of harvesting. I think we'll leave Zach on just top up for now. Yeah, he's dropped back. Oh, not once but twice. Because of that. So now we'll switch back to neutral. How are we doing? We're on lap 10. So we are coming up. We're halfway to the first pit stop. So might as well speed up a little bit. See what happens. We should be running right behind Yuki now. Yes, we are. Which means we'll have DRS. Again, unless we get the move done prior. It's making it a little bit harder. Oh, that is a nice move. That is a nice move. He was very, very ballsy there, sticking it in. Nicely done, Mick. Maybe he can do this racing malarkey after all. Now he's got DRS, which means he'll have an opportunity to catch up to Magnussen again. Actually, that's Ricciardo now. That's not even Sonoda. So he outbraked the king of late braking. That's very, very nice indeed. Pleased with that. Yeah, up to 13th and pulling away. And we just lost out again. Looks like Yuki might not see the end of the race at this rate, which could be a safety car. He has a mechanical fault. Should we see a replay?
No gear, no gear. I can go first gear.
Sounds like a gearbox issue or a hydraulics issue. If he's not got first gear. I think he said first gear, although he shouldn't need first gear, so don't know about that one. Should we grab some screenshots? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Coming up to the top of the hill here would be a good one. Oh, no, we don't get a look at that one. That's one. This game does interesting things to my graphics. Like, my other monitors don't really know what to do with themselves. I've got black screen on one, and I've got a broken chrome on the other. Lovely. There you go, grab a screeny. I'll stop grabbing ones with us right behind Ricciardo in a second. What's Mick going to do here then? Is he going to try and stick it down the inside again, or... I think he was looking, but DRS might be a better option on this one. Especially as Ricciardo won't have it. How's Zach doing now? Zach's still on top up, I think. That's part of his problem. So he's not actually deploying. His tyres are above the trend. Mick's aren't the same. Oh, yep, there we go. We are past. Now we'll use a little bit of deploy just to pull away. Because you see there, Ricciardo's moving out from the slipstream. Sonoda's out. He's retired. But I think he limped it. I think he limped it back. So there's no. Did he make it back?
I can't do this car.
This isn't a replay. That was us. I don't know if he limped it back to the pits or not, because there's no safety car. There's no yellow flag or anything, so I'm going to assume he did. Should we grab a screenshot of us in front of Ricciardo now? Don't change camera, don't change camera. Yeah. There we go. Okay, are we pulling away? Not really. I think right now we're just using the battery to stay ahead. So we're probably going to lose the place down the pit straight. Although that's where you deploy. So that's what we'll tell him to do. We'll leave it on deploy for now. Magnussen's actually within reach. We're starting to catch Magnussen. And it looks like we might actually have DRS ourselves, which will be very useful indeed. Does he have DRS? No, didn't quite. He was very close, though. And Ricardo, 6/10 behind. I think you need to be... I think 4/10 is still the golden number. Yeah, he's not going to catch. So we'll switch back to neutral. As I said, we're approaching the pit window. Ricardo has now got past, but if we stay close to him, which we're not doing, and there goes Albon as well. Don't say this is where it starts to go wrong. I think it's just the tyres starting to drop off as well. Yeah, Albon's got better tyres. Ricardo just about has better tyres. I don't know what Magnussen's up to with his. Crikey. Well, we're coming up to the end of mixed stint, so I think we can start going a bit more aggressive. Yeah, we're coming up to the pit window, that's why it's showing that. Zach needs to hold on a little bit longer. We can actually burn some fuel here as well. We're kind of going into early hammer time. Is he making inroads? Ish. Oh wait, never mind. He just locked up. There's always that element, isn't there? Every time we start looking like we're going to do something, he goes and cocks it up. Yeah, he went into the gravel. And he stopped. That's not meant to be in the game anymore, but he stopped. And I think your tyres survived. It's kind of hard to tell. That has messed up the strategy a little bit, though. Yeah, no, he cooked his tyres. So we're going to have to go standard for a little bit. At least he did it on, like, the final lap. So you're going to pit. Next lap, you're switching to hards. You might have to go a little bit longer now as well on those hards. Just try and make up for your mistake. He's come out, I was about to say ahead of Sargent. Not quite in the end. Looked like he was going to come out ahead of Sargent. He's ahead of Gasly and Ocon. Ocon is so far behind. Has he stopped more than once? Yes, he has. He stopped twice. Not sure what their strategy is then. Stop every other lap and hope for the best, probably. Is he gaining? He's not. He's also out of fuel. That's fine. You need to get your tyres up to temperature. There we go. Mick and Zach are right near each other as well, fighting. So we need to potentially sort that out. Although Zach is fighting with Sargent right now. This could be both of our guys getting past. Although there's a lot of swerving going on there, which I'm not a fan of. Well, there goes Zach. He's just pushed Sargent out the way, basically. That's a pretty nice move, actually. Kind of like that. Is Mick going to get through here as well? Yes, he is. A little bit of teamwork there. I think Zach might have held him up slightly and then Mick took advantage. Both of them now can use a little bit of deployment. So they've basically got full batteries. Just need them to not fight each other too hard here. And for that reason alone, I think I'm just going to tell Mick right now. Zach's in front. Just need you to slow down. Let Zach pull away. What are the lap times? Did we get a lap time thing? Last lap, 120. Actually, Mick's the faster driver. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a good team leader here. And I'm going to say to Zach, let Mick through. But don't get overtaken by Sargent. And guess what? It's about to happen. Sargent's right up behind him again. Ay, ay, ay. Okie dokie. And we're back fighting. Are we catching Bottas? It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think we are. If anything, we're losing ground.
Down to the pits. There's been a hold up.
Oh, Ricardo's had a pit stop issue. That's worth looking at.
We see the RB team waiting there.
What happened? Drop a tyre or what? Rear right. Just wouldn't get on.
Not a smooth one.
Oh dear. Look at that. The wheel nut's not even lined up properly. I think that's a graphics issue though, rather than a pit stop issue. You can now go back to neutral. As can you. I forgot we had those on deploy. That's not great. So Ricardo's now slotted nicely between our drivers. We've got a blue flag there. Who's that? It's for Mick, I think, but I don't know who came through. McLaren, possibly? So Piastri or Norris. Probably Norris. Yeah, it looks like it was Norris. Right, can we keep Ricardo behind?
Understood.
Probably not. Definitely not, because we have no ERS. We'll just charge it up a little bit. There we go. Switch, whoops. Back to neutral. Back to neutral.
Oh no, that's a slow pit stop.
Alright,
there.
Russell's had a slow pit stop as well. Not bad for us, I would say. Is our ERS just not charging properly? Something seems to be amiss there. We'll need a few laps of just recharging it. There's a blue flag. Right, neutral. Yours is basically charged as well, so neutral. Mix fuel is almost back where it needs to be. Your tyre usage is spot on. A safety car, any time now, would be very nice indeed. Ocon's now over a minute behind Gasly. Has he stopped again? No, he's just having a nightmare. Perez still hasn't stopped. Jeez, so he's going for a one-stopper, is old Perez. But he is the tyre whisperer, so he's able to do that. Okay. Someone ahead of us was to pit now. They would come out behind us. He says. Like, that's the obvious thing. What I mean is Ricciardo, Bottas, Albon, even Hülkenberg, I think, would come out, yeah, behind us. Gasly's got an issue. There's a few with mechanical issues as well. Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Gasly, they've all got something amiss. Perez is finally pitted halfway through the race. Okay. Yellow flag. Sargent's got past Zach. It's because Zach spun. Yeah, Zach spun. That's a nice screenshot. That's a nice screenshot. Probably blurry, but you never know. Alright, Zach's going again. That's probably messed his tyres up some as well. So he might have to come in early. We might have to switch him to mediums for the final stint. It's only tickled down a little bit by the looks of it.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Gasly with a pit stop issue. Oh, it doesn't rain, but it pours for Alpine, doesn't it? Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, Zach's actually done well there with his tyres, I would say. Just to try and get you back in the race a little bit, we'll put you on fuel burn. Hamilton with the fastest lap. 23 laps to go then. 24 laps to go, sorry. Always add one. We're 16th and 18th. So we're achieving sponsor objectives. It's just whether or not we can aim a little bit higher. Can we catch Hülkenberg? I reckon if we set this to deploy, we could. Yeah, we've knocked like half a second off that. Gonna have to set it back to neutral for a bit. We haven't got DRS on this lap. We can't really use more tyres. We could potentially burn a bit more fuel. See how that goes for us. 1.1, 1.1, 1.1. It's fluctuating, definitely. There's a bit of gain through that first chicane. And then we lost it all again on exit. So I don't think it's benefiting us in the slightest. Stroll's now got an issue. Verstappen has an issue. Again, if there's a retirement ahead of us, that lifts us up a place. And what I'd really love to see is a safety car. And we've just lapped one of the Alpines. That must be Ocon, right? There's no way that's Gasly. Alright, you need to go back to balanced. What's happening over here? You're still burning excess fuel. You can actually go for a bit of deploy as well. Yellow flag. Sector 2, Zach. He spun again.
There's a yellow flag now.
Oh,
Now,
Zach.
we should be able to
What are you
take a
doing
look.
to me, man?
Things look fine here. And
Aqua
that's the moment
Minerale.
they lose it. Oh, dearie me, you don't want to be...
The game doesn't want us to do well. Is something I've noticed. I think he's still in the race, right? Yeah. He is still ahead of the Alpines. He's just got a lot of work to do now to catch Zhou. It's just a concentration thing, I think. There's no other excuse for it. Just poor driving. We are right up behind Magnussen now. I don't know what the tyre situation is. I feel like he's got fresher tyres. So he's just stopped. He has just stopped. So when's our second pit stop? It's lap 48. And then yours is 49. Yeah.
Starting to feel the France a bit.
No, you're not. You're absolutely fine. Stop moaning. Oh, nice move. He'll get you back in a minute, but for now, nice move. Up to 14th. Good stuff. So if another car retires, and it's not O'Sullivan, then he's guaranteed 20th, which was his sponsor obligation, I believe. Mick right now is in control of his destiny too, and so far seems to be putting it where he needs to. But he is about to get overtaken again, I reckon. Depends how aggressive he is. Yeah, no, it's all already done. Signed, sealed, delivered. We have got a safety net to Bottas now, though. So if we can just tow along behind Magnussen for a little bit. Wouldn't mind that. We'll turn your fuel burning off for a little bit. We'll go fast forward again. How are we doing? We still have that safety net. Sargent's just pitted. I don't think Zach's catching him. Oh no, Zach has caught him. Cool, we're in our pit window. So in 2 laps. I don't know if we'll get the warning or not, but we'll see. And then we'll switch to the softs, and then hopefully it's a sprint to the line. I think in terms of strategy, we've managed this okay. There's nothing that I would actively say we should have done this differently. One thing we should have done differently is not spun twice, Zach. But I think for the most part, we're fine. Do we go hammer time to come in? I don't think we do. I think if anything, we harvest this. So we'll come out behind Bottas. We'll come out behind Zhou. We may even come out behind Zach. Oh no, no. I'd misread Zhou's one. We'll come out behind Zhou. So that's what, 14 seconds? And it's like a 20-second pit stop on average, most tracks. Where are you at? You need to come in next lap.
Company penetration.
And then yeah, for both drivers, it is very much sprint for the line.
Copy thought.
Alright, Mick is out ahead of Sargent. That is good. That is very good for us. And in terms of the gap to Zhou, 12 seconds. And already it's starting to come down, which is good to see. You have a little bit of excess fuel, but I'm not going to use it yet. I think I might save that for the end. I'm going to get your tyres up to temperature, which they now are. 2.7 second pit stop there. I didn't actually see what Mick's was. And yeah, O'Sullivan's out ahead of Gasly, ahead of Ocon. 35 seconds behind Sargent, mind, which is less than ideal, but it could be worse. You can switch back to neutral there as well. You can switch to a little bit of deploy. And they both have extra fuel. Look at Mick chasing down Joe. That's incredible. That was like a second a lap. Maybe even more. That was insane. Very quick. Oh, you've run out of ERS. That was dumb. Whoa, did you see that double overtake there as well? I was lapping the Alpine again, that's why. He went one side, Mick went the other. Lovely stuff. Alright, back to neutral. Joe's behind, but I think we're going to drop him now. It's whether or not we can catch Valtteri. I think it's too much. Yeah, I think it's too much. 16th, 19th. Could be worse. Your tyres are on fire right now. Oh, that, yeah, I'm cooking those. Push here. Push here. That'll get us a little bit of an advantage as well.
Copy.
Yeah, I think we've left too much work to do to catch Valtteri. In fact, it's Hulkenberg now. 20 seconds. But we are dropping Sargent. He's nearly 12 seconds behind. Perez has an issue. Everybody has an issue. It's like Oprah. Verstappen's issue appears to have been fixed, though. So whatever it was, they sorted it. Which is, again, in the game. That is a thing. Do you have the tyres to get to the end? Ugh, I don't know. You definitely do.
Good, it's okay.
Oh, there you go. He just answered me. Yes, he's fine. It's just Zach, and the ERS usage is a little tight here as well. But we could maybe... Oh, I've just noticed we are actually gaining. Well, that was 20, and now it's 18. It's still too much. We've got 4 laps.
Yeah, copy.
Tyre temperature is optimum. Zach's locked up again. I don't know what to do with him, honestly. It's just mistakes. Costing us constantly. 3 laps to go. Down to 10 seconds, actually. With 1 lap to go. 2 laps to go. 8.5. Yeah, your tyres are absolutely dead. You're going to have to go conserve just to get to the end now. Because you've absolutely screwed it for yourself. We'll bring your fuel usage down as well. We'll mix getting to the end, no problem. 7.7, 7.6, 7.5. Tell you what, that was closer than I thought. We do have the ability to chase them down if we need to. Yeah, that is something we seem to be able to do. Right, so I might as well sum up this race here because the episode is going to end not long after the checkered flag. I'm going to skip the Monaco Grand Prix. I've said that before. I'm toying with the idea of skipping Canada as well because it's another street circuit. And then the one after that is... We're back in Europe, aren't we? So is it Spain after Canada? That could be one worth doing. But we're definitely skipping Monaco, and I probably will skip Canada as well. Just, again, so we get a little bit closer to the real-world calendar. So yeah, next time you see me will be whichever race comes after Canada. But I will show the results for those races, you know, in the interest of transparency and things like that. I will show them. I might even manage them off camera just to get a little bit of practice playing the game and experiencing it. There you go. We finished less than 5 seconds behind Hulkenberg in the end. Again, I don't think that's a terrible result. 16th and 19th. They say bad luck because it's programmed if you finish below 15th, I think, is known as bad. We lost 3 places from the start, which is a little disappointing. But the strategy, Mick's at least, we ran to a T. Zach's, on the other hand, yeah, he forced our hand a little bit. with his fidget spinner mentality. He just wanted to keep going round and round in circles. That's his problem. Now, he's still technically racing here, so we're going to watch along. Oh, that would have been a good screenshot. Never mind. We could probably get away with that one, but that message came up at the worst possible time. I think we might just have to cut our losses on the screenshots. That's a good one. There you go. Last one of the video. There's the checkered flag. So, officially, 16th and 19th. I would like to see some safety cars and things like that, and a red flag. Obviously, you don't want to see anyone get hurt in a crash, but you want to see some opportunities to maybe scrunch the grid up together. We've got a lovely screenshot there of our mechanics. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Yeah, we lost 3 places there. We lost 5 places there, so that definitely could have been better. But I still think we're trending in the right direction, and that's the main thing. Alright, pit stops, 2.6, 2.9, 2.9, 2.7. So they're all pretty similar. 0.3 is a bit of a gap here, though, or 2.6. No, 26 hundredths. That's hundredths, sorry. That's where we wanted to go. But we did get the sponsor bonuses again, so another 350 grand coming our way. And, yeah. Oh, voicing's improved as well. Yep. Yeah. I think we'll wrap up the episode here. So we've got Monaco next. We'll check the schedule to see if it is. Whoops. See if it is. So it's Monaco, Canada, Spain. Yes, I did remember. Then it's Austria. We are definitely doing Austria because Austria is so much fun. But Monaco, Canada, we're going to skip. And then we'll see about Spain. You never know. We might skip Spain as well. But until then, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series, drop some comments down below. Let me know how to improve the drivers, the car, all that stuff. Car development might go on the back foot for a little bit, just because I'm a little bit worried about the finances, but we'll see about that. If there's a not a cheaty way, but if there's a way to manage the finances so that I don't get fired at the end of the first season, then do let me know down below. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.